Have you ever noticed how sometimes ads seem just way too accurate?
Oh, definitely. Like
Yeah.
you walk past a shop and suddenly,
Exactly.
huh?
Suddenly your phone knows,
Right.
right? Maybe suggesting local restaurants you just walked by,
Well,
or
that gym you glanced at has an intro offer popping up later.
it feels like your phone knows exactly where you are, maybe even what you're thinking,
Well, that feeling, it's tied to something very real and pretty massive.
which is what we're diving into today, the global geomarketing market.
Yeah, our mission here is to unpack what this geomarketing thing actually is.
And look at its, frankly, staggering growth.
Right. Where is it booming? Why is it booming? We're using the latest research from cognitive market research to get a handle on it.
Looking back at 2021 figures,
And projecting out to 2025 and even 2033. The numbers are pretty eye-opening.
eye-opening is an understatement. Get this. The whole global market in 2021, just over $9 billion.
Okay, 9 billion. Sounds like a lot already.
It is. But hold on. By 2033, the projection is, wait for it, $107 billion.
Wow. Okay, that's more than a tenfold jump.
In just over a decade. It's growing at a rate of, what, almost 23% every single year?
A CAGR of 22.836%. Yeah, almost 23%. Imagine getting that on your savings.
Oh, I wish. But seriously, what is geomarketing fundamentally?
At its core, it's about using location intelligence, knowing where someone is physically to make advertising way more targeted.
So using my phone's GPS or Wi-Fi signals.
Exactly. GPS, Wi-Fi, cell towers, even those little Bluetooth beacons you sometimes see in stores.
Okay.
It takes that location data and delivers marketing messages that are ideally super relevant right then and there.
Like a coupon popping up as you walk past a store for something you actually search for online.
Precisely that kind of thing.
Nice.
It's trying to be smarter about when and where you see an ad.
So it's not just knowing my location, but inferring what I might want because of my location.
That's the goal. And that huge leap in market value from 9 billion to over 100 billion.
Yeah.
It tells you this isn't just some niche tech anymore. It's becoming fundamental to how businesses connect with people.
And for you listening, this tech is shaping more and more of what you see online, right?
Absolutely. The ads, the local recommendations, maybe even special offers tied to where you are.
It makes those huge billion-dollar numbers feel a bit more real, more personal.
Definitely. It's filtering down into our everyday digital lives.
Okay, so let's break down where this is happening. The growth isn't uniform everywhere, is it?
Not at all. Different regions have different dynamics. North America, for instance, is currently leading the pack in terms of market size.
How big are we talking?
Well, back in 2021, it was around $3.3 billion. The projection for 2033, over $37 billion.
Still growing strong then, over 22% annually.
Yeah, a solid CGR. It's a mature market, lots of tech adoption, good infrastructure.
And within North America, I'm guessing the U.S. is the giant.
Unsurprisingly, yes, the U.S. market alone is expected to hit nearly $30 billion by 2033. It makes up the bulk of it.
But Canada and Mexico are contributing too.
Oh, yeah, significantly. Canada's looking at over $4.3 billion by 2033. And Mexico's projected to be near $3 billion, so a really strong regional base, partly thanks to early investment in digital advertising over there.
Right, but you said North America is the current leader. Who's catching up? Or maybe who's growing fastest?
Now that's where it gets really interesting. The fastest growing region, that's Asia Pacific, hands down.
Okay, faster than North America's 22%.
Significantly faster. The CAGR there is almost 24%. It's projected to go from about $2.5 billion in 2021
Yeah.
to $33 billion by 2033. So it's set to overtake North America in size eventually if these trends hold.
Wow, $33 billion. What's driving that surge in Asia Pacific?
Well, China is a huge factor, obviously, projected to hit nearly $9.6 billion.
Makes sense.
But the real standout, the market with the most explosive individual growth rate in the region is India.
India. How fast is it growing?
Get this, its CAGR is over 25%. It's forecast to jump from under $300 million in 2021 to over $4 billion by 2033.
$4 billion from less than $300 million. That's incredible.
It really is. It's driven by things like huge mobile-first populations, rapid urbanization.
And maybe less old tech holding things back.
Exactly. Less legacy infrastructure, so they can leapfrog sometimes. And it's not just China and India. Japan, South Korea, Australia, Singapore, Taiwan, they're all showing what the report calls exponential growth trends.
Okay, so Asia Pacific is the one to watch for speed. What about Europe?
Europe's a very strong, established market, solid growth. It was around $1.9 billion in 2021.
And projected.
Estimated to reach over $21 billion by 2033. The growth rate is similar to North America's, actually, around 22.3%.
Still very healthy. Who are the big players in Europe?
Germany is a major one, expected to grow to over $5.5 billion.
Okay.
And the UK is significant, too, projected to hit over $3.1 billion by 2033.
Those two are key then.
Definitely foundational. But you've also got France, Italy, Spain, Russia, all expected to be in the $1.4 to $2.4 billion range by 2033.
So widespread adoption.
Very widespread. Even smaller, wealthy markets like Sweden, Denmark, Switzerland, Luxembourg are adding real momentum. It's pretty broad-based there.
Got it. How about South America?
Also showing really robust growth. The region's projected to go from about $500 million in 2021 to nearly $7 billion by 2033. That's a CAGR of over 23%, so slightly faster than Europe and North America.
Interesting. Any particular country leading the charge?
Brazil. Definitely Brazil. It's projected to scale up to over $2.5 billion itself by 2033.
Wow, making up a big chunk of that $7 billion.
A very big chunk. But you also see consistent growth across Argentina, Chile, Colombia, Peru. They're all heading towards the hundreds of millions mark, showing it's a broader regional trend, too.
Okay, moving across the globe again. Middle East.
Another really dynamic emerging area for this, growing fast, expected to jump from around $446 million to over $5.3 billion by 2033.
What's the growth rate there?
Also strong, just over 23%. They're really pushing digital transformation in that region.
Which countries are driving that?
Key players are Saudi Arabia, Turkey, the UAE, Qatar, Egypt. Lots of investment in digital infrastructure.
Any standouts?
The UAE has particularly impressive individual growth noted in the report, from about $54 million in 2021, projected to climb over $700 million by 2033. Shows a real national focus on leveraging this tech.
Okay, one more region to cover, Africa.
Africa represents, well, huge potential. Still relatively untapped compared to other regions, but growing.
What are the numbers looking like?
Expected to grow from just under $300 million in 2021 to nearly $3.4 billion by 2033.
So still significant growth potential.
Absolutely. South Africa is leading the way currently, projected to grow from around $96 million to over $1.2 billion.
Okay.
And Nigeria and the rest of Africa category also shows steady upward trends. Increasing smartphone use and digital literacy are key drivers there.
Right. So we've toured the world, seen massive growth figures everywhere, some regions faster than others.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's the big takeaway from all this? What does it mean for, you listening?
I think the main point is that geomarketing isn't just some small tech trend. It's exploding globally.
It's becoming a fundamental way businesses operate and reach people.
Exactly. It's reshaping that interaction between companies and consumers. The economic drive behind it is clearly enormous.
And this is where it gets, I think, really interesting for us day to day. This massive growth means our digital experience is going to get even more personalized, right? Even more tied to our physical location.
That seems to be the direction, yes. More tailored offers, more relevant suggestions.
Imagine, like, your favorite coffee shop, knowing you're nearby and maybe pinging you a special offer on your usual drink.
Or planning a holiday and seeing hotel suggestions perfectly curated based on where you are now and where you've been before.
It's not just about ads anymore, is it? It's almost like businesses anticipating what you need right when you need it, based on where you are.
That hyper-relevance is the goal. Using your physical location as a key to unlock, well, relevant commercial experiences.
It really puts that jump from $9 billion to over $100 billion into perspective. It's changing things fundamentally.
It truly is. The scale is just immense.
So thinking about all this, this incredible growth, this focus on our location, what do you think comes next? What are the big questions we should be asking?
Well, that's a great point to ponder.
Maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. Given this massive growth and how embedded geomarketing is becoming, what new ethical considerations or privacy challenges might pop up as our physical locations become even more central to how advertising and services work? Where's that line?
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into a really fascinating area. It's where technology, specifically location tech, meets how organizations connect with people.
Right, it's fundamentally reshaping things.
Exactly. We're talking about geomarketing. And for this deep dive, we're looking at excerpts from Geomarketing, Trends, Drivers, and Challenges by Cognitive Market Research.
A really insightful piece.
It is. Our goal here is to basically unpack the key drivers, the hurdles, and some really exciting trends that are shaping where geomarketing is headed across different industries, different countries even.
Hmm.
We want to give you a kind of shortcut, really, to getting a handle on this fast-moving market. So, okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, and it's important to stress, I think, that this isn't just some niche tactic anymore. The research makes it clear.
No, definitely not.
It's becoming, well, a strategic imperative for so many sectors. Think about how a local shop finds customers or how cities plan infrastructure. It's all about using that real-world movement data.
That's a great way to frame it. So let's kick things off then. The big question. What's really fueling this massive growth? What's behind it?
Good place to start.
For me, the first and maybe the most obvious driver has got to be just the sheer number of location-based services and mobile devices out there.
Oh, absolutely. It's foundational.
I mean, billions, literally billions of smartphones, tablets, all with GPS baked in now. So your navigation apps, your food delivery, even just, checking in somewhere on social media.
All generating data points.
Precisely. Businesses can track consumer movement with incredible detail. But it's not just where, is it? It's understanding the context right then and there.
Yeah, the why behind the where.
Which lets companies push out these super personalized, timely campaigns directly to you wherever you happen to be.
And what's genuinely transformative, I think, is the precision this unlocks. It's just unprecedented.
Right.
We're moving way beyond broad demographics. Now it's about, location history, current movement, even predicting future actions using all this data.
Predicting.
Wow. Yeah, it turns marketing from something passive into this active, almost on-demand thing that sometimes anticipates what you need before you even know it yourself.
And that kind of precision, well, it leads right into the next big driver, doesn't it? This huge demand for marketing strategies that are actually driven by data.
Makes sense. Less guesswork.
Exactly. In this digital-first world, businesses just can't afford to guess anymore. So geomarketing lets them hyper-target based on real regional behavior patterns.
Which means more effective campaigns.
Totally. The benefits are really clear. Personalized promotions hitting at the right moment, more people walking into stores, better conversion rates, stronger brand loyalty. It all connects. And marketers can react super quickly to local trends because they get these geographically informed insights almost instantly.
And if you zoom out, look at the bigger picture. This isn't just tweaking campaigns. It's about making marketing truly effective, genuinely responsive.
Right.
It shifts the whole game from broad scattergun approaches to these laser-focused interactions that deliver measurable results. You can actually see the impact on the bottom line.
Okay, and here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. This next driver, it's how geomarketing is integrating with things like AI, the Internet of Things, big data analytics.
Yeah, the tech convergence.
We're seeing AI algorithms crunching massive location data sets in real time, not just tracking where people were, but predicting where they might go, what they might want.
That predictive element again.
Then you add in IoT devices, wearables, smart home stuff, even smart city infrastructure.
All feeding in more data.
Exactly. Continuous geospatial inputs. The result is, well, much better predictive accuracy and what you could call truly intelligent targeting.
It really does raise the question, though. How does this real-time predictive power actually change things on the ground for a business day-to-day?
Can you give an example?
Sure. Think about a clothing retailer. Instead of just sending a generic email blast, right?
Great.
They could use AI. It analyzes a customer's past purchases, say. They often buy running gear. It sees their location data showing they're near the store, maybe heading towards the park. Bam. A personalized push notification hits their phone right then, offering a discount on new running shoes. It's moved from a broadcast to this super personal, almost like clairvoyant nudge.
Almost reading your mind. It sounds incredibly powerful.
It is, but
But yeah, there's always a but, isn't there? With any tech like this, there are roadblocks. Let's pivot now and talk about some of those challenges holding back, perhaps, wider adoption.
absolutely critical to discuss. And the first big one, the one everyone talks about really, is privacy, data security concerns.
Always top of mind.
Yeah. You've got regulations like GDPR over in Europe, CCPA in California, that's the General Data Protection Regulation, and the California Consumer Privacy Act.
Right, giving people more control.
Exactly. They demand clear consent from users before tracking location. So companies now have to invest in privacy compliance systems, data anonymization, And that adds layers of complexity and, frankly, cost.
It's that balance, isn't it? As a person, you like the useful stuff, the personalization,
Sure, the convenience is nice?
but you absolutely want your data safe and you want to feel like you're in control.
Precisely. And that cost aspect brings up another hurdle.
Mm.
The barriers for small and medium-sized businesses, SMEs.
Oh, yeah, the little guys.
Right. The big global companies, they can afford the fancy platforms, the data scientists. But smaller firms, they often struggle with that high initial investment.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you need integrated systems to make it all work smoothly. So this cost factor definitely restricts how widely it's adopted, especially in sectors where budgets are tight. It makes it harder for them to compete on that level.
So it creates a kind of accessibility gap then. The tech's there, but not everyone can easily reach it.
That's a good way to put it. And linked to that is the challenge of data accuracy and integration
Getting good data in the first place.
and making it all work together. Think about pulling data from different apps, from sensors, maybe buying third-party data. Merging it all seamlessly is tough.
I can imagine lots of different formats, maybe gaps.
Exactly. You end up with inconsistencies.
Yeah.
And if your spatial data is inaccurate or just outdated, well, your campaigns miss the mark. You send irrelevant offers, annoy customers.
Yeah, bad data in, bad results out. Doesn't matter how smart the AI is if the location point is wrong.
Precisely. It
Yeah.
can completely derail a strategy.
Okay, so challenges are real. Privacy, cost, data quality. But despite all that, there are some really exciting trends emerging, pushing geomarketing forward. Let's shift gears to those.
Yeah, definitely some positive momentum.
I think many of us have experienced this first one. Real-time location analytics. You walk past, I don't know, your favorite coffee shop.
And your phone buzzes.
Exactly. Boom, a coupon for a latte pops up. That's it, in action, right? Geofencing.
Mm-hmm. Creating virtual boundaries.
We're seeing retailers, fast food places especially, using this to send instant location-based promos. It gives them a huge competitive edge, engaging you right at that moment of decision.
And that immediacy is absolutely key. It's capturing intent as it happens.
Right when you might actually buy.
Yeah. It turns just being somewhere into an active opportunity. That generic ad suddenly becomes a really relevant suggestion that can genuinely sway what you do next.
Okay, trend number 2. The move indoors. Expansion of indoor geomarketing using things like beacon technology.
Yeah, since the outdoor space is getting mature.
So companies are looking inside now, using Bluetooth beacons, those little transmitter things.
Low energy Bluetooth, yeah.
And also Wi-Fi triangulation, using network signals to figure out where you are inside a building. You see this in malls, airports, big stadiums.
Places where GPS doesn't work well.
Exactly. And it offers 2 big things. 1, personalized marketing messages sent right to you inside the venue,
Yeah.
but also 2, really detailed analytics for the business on foot traffic, how people move around inside the store.
That's huge for understanding the physical part of the customer journey.
Yeah, bridging online and offline.
Right. It closes that loop.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses can optimize store layouts, figure out where to put staff,
Mm-hmm.
even test product displays based on how people actually move through the space. It's tailoring the physical experience like never before.
Okay, and the final trend we wanted to touch on shows how geomarketing is really broadening its scope beyond just selling stuff.
Moving beyond commercial use.
Yeah. Increased use in things like political campaigns and public sector planning. Political strategists are using spatial data now to fine-tune messaging.
Targeting specific voter groups by location.
Exactly. Tailoring the message based on regional demographics, local issues, making it resonate more. And then you have government bodies using it too.
How so?
For optimizing urban planning, figuring out traffic flows to improve transportation systems, even planning public health campaigns by identifying areas with specific needs. It really extends the reach of this tech.
That really underlines the versatility, doesn't it? It's not just about ads. It shows how critical this location intelligence can be for improving public services, civic life, how our cities function.
So wrapping things up then, our deep dive into geomarketing. It's pretty clear, isn't it? This is where technology and location awareness collide.
Yeah.
And it's fundamentally redefining how businesses and governments, too, engage with people. It turns location from just a point on a map into this really powerful piece of operational intelligence.
And as cognitive market research highlights, yeah, it's absolutely no longer just some niche tool. It's really become a strategic imperative.
Couldn't agree more.
Which I think leaves us with a pretty important question, maybe for you listening. As geomarketing keeps evolving, integrating more deeply into our lives, how we shop, how our cities are planned, How might you, now that you're more informed, engage with that? How might you influence these changes? Maybe it's about managing your own location settings more consciously, or perhaps advocating for how this data is used in your own community. Something to think about.
That's a really powerful thought to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you keep exploring and gaining new insights.